Students, today we shall study about business environment. And these are the learning objectives as per CBSE curriculum. And we will study concept of business environment, importance of business environment, various dimensions of business environment, demonetization is concept, and in its concept we'll study what is the aim of demonetization. Impact of government policies on business and industry with reference to liberalization, privatization, and globalization in India. We are what our environment made us. Like that, business is what its environment made it. The sum total of all individuals, institutions, and other forces that are outside the control of a business enterprise but that may affect its performance. You just take the universe, subtract from it the subset that represents the organization, and the remainder is environment. In features of business environment, the first feature is totality of external forces. Business environment is the sum total of all the forces and factors external to a business firm. Second feature, specific and general forces. Business environment includes both specific and general forces. Specific forces include investors, competitors, customers, etc., who influence business firm directly, while general forces include social, political, economic, legal, and technological conditions which affect the business firm indirectly. Then the third feature is interrelatedness. Different elements or parts of a business environment are closely interrelated. For example, increased awareness for healthcare has raised the demand for healthy oil-free food and healthy lifestyle. Dynamic nature. Like you all are aware that our subject feature is also dynamic and we have to be dynamic. And in this feature of business environment is dynamic in which it keeps on changing with the change in technology, shift in consumer preference, etc. Our next feature, that is uncertainty. Business environment is largely uncertain as it is difficult to predict the future happenings, such as frequent environmental changes in the field of technology and fashion industry. Our next feature is complexity. Business environment is complex phenomenon which is easier to understand in parts, but it is difficult to understand in totality. Since the business environment consists of various interrelated and dynamic forces, it is difficult to understand the constituents of a given environment. And the last feature is relativity. Business environment is a relative concept whose impact differs from country to country, region to region, and firm to firm. Our next topic is importance of business environment. What is the need, significance, requirement, or importance of business environment? Under this topic, we'll study it various points which is required, which helps business environment to work. It enables the firm to identify opportunities and getting the first mover advantage. Environment provide various opportunities for business success. Understanding it helps an organization in identifying advantageous opportunities and exploiting benefits prior to competitors. Second point, it helps the firm to identify threats and early warning signals. Environmental awareness can help managers of an organization to identify various threats on time and serve as take it as an early warning signal. For example, Bajaj Auto made considerable improvements in its two-wheelers when other companies entered the auto industry. And third point is, it helps in tapping useful resources. Business environment is a source of various resources such as men, machine, money, raw material, power, etc. to a business firm. By understanding the business environment, an enterprise can design policies to acquire the required resources and convert them into output that environment desires. Next point, it helps in coping with rapid changes. Business environment is very dynamic and changes are taking place at a fast pace. Changes such as turbulent market conditions, less brand loyalty, etc. In order to cope with significant changes, managers must understand, examine, and develop a suitable course of action. Our next point is it helps in planning and policy formulation. Understanding and analysis of business environment can be the basis for planning and policy formulation in an organization. And last point is it helps in improving performance. The enterprise that continuously monitor the environment and adopt suitable business practices are the ones which not only improve their performance but also continue to succeed in the market for a long period. Our next topic is dimensions of business environment. And in our CBSE curriculum, we'll study 5 dimensions or 5 elements of business environment. And our first element is economic environment. Economic environment has immediate and direct impact on a business. Rate of interest, inflation rate, change in disposable income of people, monetary policy, stock market indices, etc. are some economic factors which could affect business firms. Increase or decrease of the economic factors result in opportunities or constraints on a business enterprise. In social environment, business environment includes various social forces such as customs, relief, literacy rate, educational levels, lifestyles, values, etc. Social trends present various opportunities and threats to business enterprise. For example, the celebration of Diwali, Eid, and Christmas in India provide financial opportunities for confectionery manufacturers, garments businesses, and many other related businesses. The third element of business environment is technological environment. It includes forces relating to scientific improvements and innovations which provide new ways of producing goods and services and new methods and techniques of operating business. A businessman must closely monitor the technological changes taking place in the industry as it helps in facing competition and improving quality of the product. For example, demand for LED smart HD TVs instead of LCDs TVs, use of artificial intelligence in various companies, etc. Our next element is political environment. Political environment includes political conditions such as general stability and peace in the country and the attitude of the elected government representatives hold towards business and businesses. Political stability builds confidence among business community while political instability and bad law and order conditions or situations may bring uncertainty in business activities. For example, Bangalore is called as the Silicon Valley of India due to the favorable political conditions provided by the state government to the IT industries. Legal environment. It includes various laws and legislations passed by the government, administrative orders, court judgments, decisions of various commissions and agencies at every level of the government, center, state or local. Businessmen have to act according to various legislations and their knowledge. And their knowledge is very necessary. For example, advertisement of alcoholic beverages is prohibited. A new topic that has been added recently by CBSE, that is demonetization. And as we all are aware that the government of India made an announcement on November 8, 2016 with profound implications for the Indian economy. The two largest denomination notes, Rupee 500 and Rupee 1000, were demonetized with immediate effect, ceasing to be legal tender except for a few specified purposes such as paying utility bills. This led to 86% of the money in circulation invalid. The people of India had to deposit the invalid currency in the banks, which came along with the restrictions placed on cash withdrawals. In other words, restrictions were placed on the convertibility of domestic money and bank deposits. Now, aim of demonetization. Basic aim of demonetization was to curb corruption, counterfeiting, the use of high denomination notes for illegal activities, and especially the accumulation of black money generated by income that has not been declared to the tax authorities. Now, in features of demonetization, now demonetization is viewed as a tax administration measure. It is also interpreted as a shift on the part of the government, indicating that tax evasion will no longer be tolerated or accepted. Demonetization also led to tax administration channelizing savings into the formal financial system. Demonetization is to create a less cash or cash light economy that is channeling more savings through the formal financial system and improving tax compliance. Now, what is the impact of demonetization? The impact of demonetization took place on money or interest rates. There was decline in cash transactions, bank deposits were increased, and there was increase in financial savings. In case of private wealth declined since some high demonetized notes were not returned and real estate prices fell. In public sector wealth, there was no effect. In digitization, digital transactions amongst new users, RuPay or apps increased. In real estate, prices were declined, and in tax collection, there was hike or rise in income tax collection because of increased disclosure. Now, what is the impact of government policy changes on business and industry? Our first point in this is increasing competition. Changes in the rules of industrial licensing and entry of foreign firms Indian market has increased market competition in India. Our second point is more demanding customers. Well-informed customers are more demanding. Increased competition in the market gives customer wider choice of quality products at reasonable price. Third point, rapidly changing technological environment. Increased competition forces the firms to develop new ways to survive and grow in the market. Necessity for change. After 1991, the market forces have become turbulent, as a result of which the enterprises have to continuously modify their operations. Then there was need for developing human resources. The changing market conditions of today require people with higher competence and greater commitment. Hence, there is a need for developing human resources. The next point is market orientation. Earlier, firms followed production-oriented market operations. Today, firms produce those goods and services as per the requirements of the customers. And our last point in this topic is loss of budgetary support to the public sector. The budgetary support given by the central government to the public sector had declined to a considerable extent. Thus, in order to survive, the public sector have to be more efficient, generate their resources and profits. Now we have to study three important terms that was introduced at the time of change in industrial policy, that is LPG, not liquefied petroleum gas, but liberalization, globalization and privatization. In globalization, the process by which businesses or other organizations develop international influence or start operating on an international scale. In privatization, it means a transfer of ownership, management and control of public sector enterprises to the private sector. Privatization can suggest several things, including migrating something from the public sector into the private sector. In liberalization in economies means minimizing government restrictions and regulations in an economy in return of higher involvement of private organization. In short, we can say liberalization means the removal of restrictions in order to promote economic development. Last topic is managerial response to environmental changes, and this topic has been introduced by CBSE in learning outcome. Like, with the understanding of this chapter of business environment, students will be able to answer the managerial response to the environmental changes. Our first point in this is anticipating and adapting. Sometimes managers can anticipate changes in environmental conditions and adapt appropriately to the expected changes. And the second point in this is smoothing or leveling. Now, smoothing or leveling, the strategy aims at smoothing the sales throughout the year. During periods of low demand, an organization may offer inducements such as price reductions to encourage consumers to buy its products. During peak periods, it may change a premium rate or make up for lean season. Smoothing explains why geysers are cheaper during the summer and air conditioners during the winter. Third point is competitive advertising. In order to meet competition in the market, business firms may resort to competitive advertising. For example, PepsiCo and Coca-Cola companies have often used this strategy to either increase or maintain their market share. Next point is brand building. MNCs have invested huge amounts on building brands such as LG, Samsung. Our next point is strengthening of distribution network. Several companies like Hindustan Lever, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Titan, ITC, etc. have strengthened their distribution network in India. They have been concentrating on marketing in rural markets, as rural markets in India have a great potential. Direct marketing companies like Amway and Tupperware have also been successful in pushing up their sales directly to the customers. Our next point is upgradation of technology. Most of big companies spend huge budgets to develop new technology or acquire new technology from MNCs. Our next point is diversification strategy. Many companies have undertaken diversification programs to strengthen their position in the market. Reliance has diversified into textiles, petrochemicals, financing, IT, communication, etc. Our next point is joint venture. Many companies in India have entered into joint venture arrangements with foreign multinational corporations for the supply of latest technology. For example, Mahindra and Mahindra entered into joint ventures with Ford and SIEL with Honda. This has helped them to offer improved models in the market. Merger and acquisition. Two or more competing firms may merge together to create a bigger unit, or one firm may acquire another firm to increase its competitive strength. For example, Hindustan Lever took over Tata Oil Mills, that is Tomco, to take on competition from Procter and Gamble. Thank you very much. For any kind of query, you are most welcome.